Hello cookies, let me teach you how to make this beautiful gown. If it's something you like, please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. You are going to be needing 2 yards of jonkoso. I use jonkoso material. You can use crepe, any material that you have. Then you fold it into four, the way I fold it into four like this. You're going to, jonkoso is very flexible, so you have to be careful so that you can get your accurate measurements. So then I proceed to take to take my measurements. If it's something you're going to like, please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Then you go in with your tape rule. So you take your upper bust measurement the way I'm doing it. That is why I took my time to do it well. So you take your bust measurement, your shoulder to bust upper bust measurement to your nipple. Mine is 10. I have to be careful with the material. Jonkoso is something that you have to be very careful with. So I take mine is 10 inches. Then you take your under bust. You see the way I'm doing it. That is why I'm taking my time to do it well like this. Then you take your under bust. My under bust is 14. So I'm taking 14. Everybody measurement is different, so you cannot use this particular measurement. You have to use the measurement that you have, that you want to use for the person, even in small kids. So I take my waist measurement, then I proceed to my hip measurement. You see the way I'm doing it. Then after that, you have to take your round bust. I hope you understand round bust. If you don't understand measurement, you can check my page, you see it there. So I have to take my round measurement for my client. Then I added 2.5 inch, 2.5 inch for seam allowance. And then I proceed to under bust the same thing. The same thing. You see the way I'm doing it. You have to take the same thing. So I have to add the same 2.5 seam allowance. Then I proceed to my waist. So my waist measurement, I have to add 2.5 inch, just like that, all through. You see the way I'm doing it. I have to be very careful. Jonkoso has to be. Though I manage the material, you can manage it. Though the person I work with, the person did not. She's not a fat person. If it's fat person, you can use 2 inches and 2 years, please. Then I did the same thing on my hips. So I did the same thing on my hips. Then add the same 2.5 inch. 2.5 inch. You remember there is slits. So I have to join everything together. You see the way I'm doing it. I have to join it together to give me the shape. You understand? The person's shape. To give me the person's shape. You can see the shape. Then I have to use my ruler to rule it down to, is a long gown, so down to the knee, down to the down part. So you have to be very careful with seats, because it's jonkoso. If it's crepe is still okay, but jonkoso will be running up and down. As in, I hope you understand. You can use any material of your choice. You can use ankara or any material of your choice. Then you connect it together the way I'm doing it. So then So from my waist I have to come down by 1 inch. So from my waist I have to come down for 1 inches. Then then you said the way I'm doing it. Sorry. So I have to cut my pocket because I want it to have a pocket. The material I'm working with, I have to manage it very, very well. So I have to come down by 1 inch from my waist. Then take 7 inch. You see the way I'm doing it. Then take 7 inch like this. Then I will come down a little. You see the way I'm doing it. Because I'm trying to manage the fabric. The fabric is not much. So I have to cuff it. You see the way I'm doing it. Don't worry, I think I'm still going to do a clear video. And you can even check my page, you're going to see the way to make pocket there. So at the upper part I have to be very careful. So the upper part I have to use it to do sleeve. You see the way I get my sleeve. So I have to use the remaining inches at the side for my sleeve. I have to take my shoulder measurement first. Very, very simple. If you follow this procedure, it's very, very simple, very, very easy. Then I just come down after my I just come down, just use the remaining inches there for the sleeve. You understand? It depends on your material. You can use 10, you can use 15, depend on your material. But this one, the material is not much. So I have to just use it, manage it like that. Then I come down by 9 inch because the person I'm working with is a slim person. If it's someone that is chubby like me, I have to use 10. That is 20. You understand? So I use 3 inches for the neck depth. Then I come down by 1.5 inch. Sorry, you can't see it well there. Sorry. But I come down by 1.5 inch because the person I'm working with is not fat. Even if the person is fat, you can use just like that. You can use 1 inches or 1.5 inch, just like this. You understand? So we cut it out. Then we go to the down part, the body, to shape it out too. Sorry. So we have to shape it out the way I'm doing it. I hope you understand what I'm doing. That is why I try to take my time. So for the front part, I have to come down by 5 inch. That is making 6.5. You understand what I'm saying? I hope you understand. So that it will not be shocking the person on her neck. You understand? It's not everybody that likes something that is shocking them like turtleneck. So I have to be careful and cut it out. I have to shape it. Sorry. Don't worry, very soon I'm going to get a table so that you guys can see it well. I'm sorry for the inconvenience. So I have to cut it out. So the way I'm doing it. So you have to shape it well. So you see the way I'm shaping it. Then you cuff it there. You see, you cuff it. So these pieces, I'm going to use it to join the pocket. You see that the pocket is not long, so I have to use some of the fabric that I cut to join the pocket. You see the way I did it, so you're going to use it to join it together, just like that. Then I proceed by removing it so that I can cut the front parts, because the front depth at the front is still going to go down. I hope you understand what I'm doing. So I have to remove it. It's not the way I'm going to remove it. So I'm still trying to get what I'm doing. You understand? So I have to cut it out this way. So I have to separate them together. I have to separate the front and the back. So I have to cut the front well. Sorry that you're not seeing it. I did not know. It was after I finished recording it that I said that it did not show well. I'm sorry about that. I hope you're understanding what I'm doing. So after cutting it out, then I just fold the two together. I hope you know how to join clothes. Don't worry, I think some of my video I'm going to be showing you. I'll do the separate video of how to join it together. Then I use some of the material that remain to cut the facing. I hope you're seeing what I'm doing. To cut the interface. Hope you're getting it right. You can try it, and if it's something you're going to love, please subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification so that when I post, you'll be notified immediately. So we proceed by cutting it out. The facing, I hope you know how to use facing. Don't worry, some of my video I'm going to be showing you how to sew on machine. Then you shape it. You see the way I'm doing my hand. If it's something that you can not sew, you can contact us. We're going to make it for you. Then I use the other one to cut interface for the, so I'm using that one for the elastic at the back. For the elastic at the back. Because there's an elastic. Then we proceed by cutting the interface for the back. You have to be careful if you are using Jokoso material. Then we cut interface for the back. You have to be very, very careful. Jokoso is not a play, it's not a child play. And we cut it out. That is all. And so I have to cross check what I got. That is all. Then this is our final result. This is our final result. I hope you like it. I hope you love it. And if it's something you love, please don't forget to subscribe